Hello, ladies and gents. How are you? I wanted to come on here really quick and let you know a little bit about some of the fitness stuff I've been doing and recovery and kind of the reality of my surgery. So, this would be maybe about 12 weeks post abdominoplasty. And the first week, the first couple weeks, I was super excited. I was like, yes, this is great. This is awesome. And then as the time progressed, I kind of was like, okay, well, I'm gaining weight and that's not good. But I was like, it's fine because when I am able to work out, I'll start losing the weight. And I have started losing some of the weight. But now I see another problem area. So, well, there's two. There is the part that was really bothering me from the beginning, which is pretty much the size of my vagina. It's like, it's just like a bulge. And my doctor told me that once I got the surgery, maybe it would kind of allow it to look a little more flat, look a little better. And so I was like, okay, that's great. And he said if that doesn't work out, then we can do lipo in that area. And that would be another procedure. It would be about $6,000. And so right now I'm kind of like, I don't want to go through that again. I don't want to go through another surgery and recovery and $6,000. Like, are you kidding me with the cost of inflation? Like, that's like 3 months worth of rent in an apartment, you know? So I'm like, I don't really want to go through that again. So I'm in the mindset right now of love your body where you are. Like, it doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look exactly the way I want it to look, but at the end of the day, I am good. I'm healthy. Everything is fine. And I really need to just be grateful for the fact that the surgery came out as good as it did. There was no complications. You know, there's just that little area, like that little part where the stitch came out. It still hasn't closed up. Mm. They told me to do like a hot compress. I'm like, whatever. They said it's gonna be fine. It'll figure itself out. And I'm like, okay. So I've just left it alone. Um, I more wanted to make this video because I have been reading a lot, and I read the book The Mountain Is You, and one of the parts it talks about how you want to love yourself and you want to better yourself, and like you get to a point where like you've bettered yourself and now you love yourself. But in the book she says, you know, how about loving yourself where you are right now? Like, it's always easy to love yourself once you've done the process and you've gotten to where you want to get. But what about when you don't love yourself already because you are not where you want to be, but you have to learn to love yourself then too. So I'm kind of at that part of the process where I'm like, you know, I have to learn to love myself. I have to learn, like, to know that surgery is not the answer for everything. It feels really easy as opposed to like going through the journey of having to work out every day and be careful with what I'm eating and all of this stuff, because the reality is I hate having to be careful with what I'm eating. I love food and I love to eat, and that's the way that my family celebrates everything, and that's how we do everything. It's around food, and that's how we show each other that we love each other and that we enjoy spending time together, you know. So it's hard for me. Food is really hard for me. Working out is not. I would be able to work out every single day if it were not because I have 2 children and not everybody can watch them. They're high maintenance. So I'm trying to learn to love myself where I'm at. I've also realized now that I have gained weight because I had lost weight before the surgery happened, that I have a lot of underarm fat, like this bulge right here. And then I have all of this area. So when you see me in the nude, when you see me in the nude, it's like, you know, I have like this like slimmer, contoured like abdominal area, and then I have like the bra fat and the bulge and the stuff sticking out. And I'm really not happy about that either. But that's my own fault, and I need to just be okay with that, you know. I am working towards getting rid of that. Obviously, I really don't like it, and that is something that I can do. That I can actually do to get rid of it. You know, there's things that I can do to get rid of it. The other area, not so much. That's just kind of genetics. That's kind of how my family is and my body is built, and so they got it from both sides of the family. For some reason, just fat is stored in that area, and it really sucks when you look around and you see all these like Instagram girls and all of these just younger girls like out there with these like, you know, really tight like spandex shorts, and they look so nice, you know, because their whole area is figured out. But you know, after 2 kids, and being that my genetics are just what they are, I don't look like that, you know, and it bothers me because I want to wear stuff like that, just not for my body, I guess. So I'm just kind of learning to love how I look, because I will tell you, even though surgery has given me a lot of confidence, even though it has made me feel really well, and I really like the way that I look now, it's not it. Like, I thought that after surgery, my self confidence would be so high that, like, I don't know, I'd go out there and, like, be somebody in the world. But the reality is, it's not. You're still the same person. You're going to be the same person that went in. You're going to be the same person that came out. You might have more of an appreciation for people that go through surgery and for people that have had to go through it because of a health scare. Like, I became very, very, and it's kind of sad because he's passed away now. I became very aware now of all the struggles that my grandpa went through, because he went through like surgeries and going to the hospital over and over again, and he had his lungs were basically collapsing. I forget what it's called. If it's like it's a weird pulmonary something with his lungs. And he always needed to be on oxygen. There was just a lot of things that happened to him, but it, you know, anyway, he passed away a couple years ago, and I don't want to say I was mean, but I pushed him a lot. I was like, come on, you can do it. Like, come on, you can get up. Come on. Like, you know, and we constantly did that to him. And after having my surgery, I understand it's hard because you're scared. You don't know what's right and you don't know what's wrong. And you have, you know, you're trying to balance your body weight and also not mess up whatever you just did. And you have people helping you and you feel like a burden. And so it really made me understand it from that perspective. So it does help you grow to go through a surgery like that. At the same time, you really have to know that that's not the end of the struggle. Like, you are still going to have to wake up every day and try to be a better you. You are still going to have to wake up every day and try to remember to not eat that cake. You're still going to have to wake up every day and remind yourself, hey, you need to eat some more veggies. You haven't drank enough water. You can't be drinking soda all the time. Like, you're going to undo a lot of what you did during that time if you decide to not take care of yourself. So this is more of a message of take care of yourself. Love yourself regardless of what you look like. We could all get to a better place. Yes, of course, definitely. But you still need to love yourself where you are. And you need to love yourself for who you are and where you are at the time. And move on from there. Because it makes it a lot harder when you hate yourself. So, love yourselves, and I will see you next time.